Hey everybody, I got two more of the August magazines to do. Back when they did bi-monthly, it was July, August, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The fourth bi-monthly comic, whatever, magazine. So I'll go ahead and get through this one, and then I got this one as I knock over one of my action figures. The August 2001 one in a different one. That one might take more time too because it's colorful. You know, this newer, it's got more color, whatever. So in this issue, we got premium 60s style originals. By the way, it is the 1994 July, August. I thought I'd go ahead and finish these up, try to get ready, and try to do a little bit earlier for September. So if I can remember. Okay, wow, I don't think I've ever read this one. It's like really super tight. Let me put that over here. The spine on this one, I don't think I've ever opened this one the way it's so tight. And I'm afraid if I open it anymore, like it's coming apart almost. All right, so anyway, here is the table of contents. Ooh, we got Skipper and we got premiums. Color change magic. I always love that at bathing suit. All right, so yeah. Sorry, I just one of these days. All right, we got letters to the editor. Let's see if I can actually black and white. Lots of black and white in this one. There's lots of well, the sun is on the west side of the house now, which means it's in the afternoon, of course. I'm not sure anybody really wants to read the letters from the editor or to the editor. But let me know which ones the sections you like to read the most. Oh, wow. Strangers. It's a lot of writing. All right. Just freeze frame, rewind, freeze frame, rewind if you want to read this because it's a lot of just words on one page. Holy crap. Let me see if I can get my thumb off there so it'll make it easier to read. All right. I'm about to take this off here and see if I can do better. I think that actually is better from what I can barely see on my little teeny tiny camera in front of me, or it's my cell phone. 5-day return privilege, it's your right. Okay, so just freeze frame, reverse to go up and down. So I'll have to keep on doing that. Wow, they put a lot of text on one page. All right. The crowning of Barbara. Okay. Here she is, Spotlight. I had this one because it was fairly... They clearance these out pretty cheap back in the 90s. What was it, 2000? I don't know. I got it for pretty cheap for a reproduction doll. That's the only reason I got it is because it was so cheap. And I wanted a reproduction. I mean, I don't think she's that great. I mean, personally, I'm just not into vintage, but I always want something to represent the humble beginnings of Barbara. I was just looking at that, thinking it's like the Harlequin family or something. I've seen that pink car a lot. I get a lot of mileage out of that thing. Pretty sure that's the suit that Midge is wearing that I got the reproduction of in my room. It's behind the cabinet now. The cat's knocked it over. It was closed up, so I don't have to worry about too much. Guess I didn't get that over there. So hopefully you got that. I hope I didn't make it blurry when I was moving it too fast. All right. Let's see if I can get this to pull it out of the crack here. Again, if you pause it and go back up and down and up and down. All right. It's hard to tell the ads from the actual stories here because everything's black and white. What in the world is that? Color change magic. Now see, when you have an article called color change magic or color magic changes, you really ought to make it in color photos. It almost makes me feel like, was this in the black and white era of magazines? Was this 1960s? I mean, like, seriously. Premium magazines should have color photos. I guess it was just so expensive back then to make this kind of stuff. How to start a Barbie club. Well, you get a baseball bat and you tie Barbies to it. There you got a Barbie club. Keep wondering if anybody's on here. If anybody's on here and you're in these magazines, please comment below. Give the little, like, you know, number, like the frame number, like the minute, seconds, whatever. That'll like take me straight there and be like, oh, cool. Just curious if anybody's actually around that was in these magazines. Not alive. I was alive during the 90s. Lots of words, which is fine. It's just now they got color on this page. So this article is about premiums. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to get it to where you can see the pages. Here's the top part. Kind of reminds me of Gidget or something, some kind of 60s. Now that definitely looks like not Jan Brady, the youngest one, Cindy Brady. There's earring magic. I want to say Midge, or it doesn't look like Teresa though. There's no like left photo, right photo thing, so I don't know. Well, there's down here, so let me see. Up here is probably where it is. Buy one, get one free promotion. It doesn't tell you which Barbies are right there. I'm pretty sure that's Midge, isn't it? If it's Teresa, I would be surprised because that's kind of like what Midge's face was for a while there. 60s style originals. Trying to get to where you can actually, you know, not the crack likes to eat the words here. I know this part over here needs to come first, technically. The way I could do is roll the spine. I think the cat scratched me and it makes it itching now. All right, here's two columns, but you're going to have to go to the bottom and come back up. Wow, look at, there it is. Trying to find the bottom of that column, and there's the other column. So just rewind, go back up. All right, Steeler Starlight Barbing Dazzling New Offer by Mattel. That's a lot of words. This was a very popular set. Notice it was always dream weddings. Barbie never got married. her friend did, but she never did. Midge got married to Alan, but Barbie never got married. And people are going, oh, look, there's a pregnant Barbie. No, technically there's a pregnant Midge. They're trying to make all this hoopla about Barbie being a teenager. It's like, when is the last time you actually thought she was a teenager? I've always thought she was 20s. I mean, she never looked like a teenager to me. And plus, how can Barbie be a teenager and be a dentist or a president or like, I never always wondered about that. I was like, people saying that Barbie's a teenager. I'm like, oh, really? But she's the first teenage president and dentist and all the other many jobs that she had. And they weren't pretend jobs. And driving a car. Women couldn't drive a car in their teens. They had to wait till they were married to have a car license. You know, it was different times. All right. This is Chit Chat Chit. So it looks like we're talking about the macaroni and cheese Barbie. I feel like I'm flying through it, but it's still been like 11 minutes into this. Oh, I think I just cut my finger. Well, now I know how I cut my finger the other day. Probably on one of these pages. Down under. Should I turn this upside down? So Eddie, this might be about you. It's in Australia. I'll turn it upside down so you can read it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So I wonder if Eddie's gonna be in these pictures. Let's look for Eddie. Look for somewhere it says Fashion Doll Dreamer. We got Ruth Mark, Sandy Reynolds, John Martin, Ruth Mark, members of the Melbourne team. So this one is actually of substantial interest to Eddie and, oh God, I can't think of the other guy's name. Yeah, his friend. Barbie's new post-World War II new look. Well, she wasn't made before World War I or II, either way. Barbie was made way after World War II, So what did fashion dolls the girls play with before like Barbie came out? I mean, I guess Barbie was the first fashion doll. Just like G.I. Joe was the first action figure. But, you know, I'm sure kids played with adult figures before that. Seems like it. Maybe they just played dress up. I don't know. I remember something about seeing a video about this a long time ago, but I can't remember. Doesn't that look like a taco? Like she's carrying a giant taco? Okay, that doesn't look like a taco, but that definitely looks like a taco. It's got all that stuff hanging out of it. Cheese, beef, whatever. I wonder if it's called the taco purse. Here we go. Here's some color pictures. So, Skipper's summer vacation. I'm going to turn this to the light on again. There's what was her name? Scooter? Or Fluff. I think she had two friends named Scooter and Fluff. Where's Rick at? He's getting left out. Hey, is that a hippie doll? Who is that? I'm so busy with stuff these days. Playing school starts in a week. Yuck. Oh, come on. Skipper likes school. They make her sound like she doesn't like school. Really? I think these are all ads, but you know there's going to be something after the ads. And here it is. The price guide. Alright, so it's how to use the price guide. It's really, really close to the end, so it's really hard to get the words out of the crack. So here's how to use the price guide. Some more articles. Pictures. Flower Girl's pretty. Tuxedo. So wait a minute. So you got... She's always had wedding dresses, even though she's never gotten married. So sad. This must be all about wedding. What was this, like a June edition or something? Victorian wedding. Look at that hippie kid. Yeah, I'm not into any of those. I'm not really into the wedding stuff. Supersized Barbie and bridal. Supersized bridal Barbie. They actually sold it like that. And then Mom Bob Bride Barbie. I was gonna say Ma Bob Black Sheep, Happy Any Wool. There's Barbie in Spotlight again. Or Solo in Spotlight, I think that's what it's called. Now, I did like this furniture. This looks like exactly the kind of furniture you'd see around here. My mom would love that in real life. Alright, that's it for this book. I better go ahead and load the camera, take the film out, put some new film in, and then do this one once in a while. I feel like I'm rushing because it's going to have a lot more good stuff in it.